Remember back in the dark ages when people actually had to leave their homes to rent a movie? Before we were able to stream films and TV shows online, video rental outlets were extremely common, but so were late fees. Digital streaming media services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu have eliminated the risk of such fees and have exploded in popularity because of its extreme convenience as compared to cable TV. 2018 saw a lot of amazing new web shows that got people raving. So get along as we help you navigate an ocean of web shows to find the best gems of 2018 and 2019 so far in no particular order that you can binge watch without having to hunt for the right title. Netflix. The Haunting of Hill House. The Haunting of Hill House is a dramatic gut punch, a riveting tale of familial trauma and betrayal, and a scary as hell ghost story. Sex Education. Sex Education is riveting, decidedly raunchy, and a thoroughly adorable coming-of-age dramedy. None of its superbly crafted characters waste a single frame, thus making it a testament to the power of character development. Russian Doll. Russian Doll explores the life of a woman stuck in a time loop, a metaphor for existential crisis, on the most pivotal day of her life, her 36th birthday. There is a ruthless emotional rawness to Russian Doll that is seated in the writing, flowers in the performances, and is watered by a gritty authenticity of its representation of New York. And Natasha Lyonne is playing a character so human that if you opened your bathroom door and found her standing there, it wouldn't be all that surprising. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. There is no trick to the treat that is Netflix's adaptation of a comic of the same name. This show is wrapped up in a moody, dark, funny and stylishly atmospheric package, best for the Halloween season. And the scariest thing about it is just how good it is. Bodyguard. A political thriller that manages to cram in more conspiracies, power plots, backstabbing, and explosive moments in 6 episodes than a season of 24 did in, well, 24 episodes. It cleverly builds up the tension along with some badass action set pieces, so you're always questioning what you see and hear, questioning everyone's motivations and real loyalties. And the more did they really do that it becomes, the more you're gripped. You begins as a CW-like young adult drama, but it quickly evolves into a disturbing profile of a psychopath in the digital age, one who uses social media to aid his stalking. Creepy? Yes. At the very least, we figure you will scare plenty of viewers into changing their online passwords. Maniac. To call it a mindfuck would be an understatement. The quick logline could be, 2 people deal with their issues during a pharmaceutical drug test. Sure, I guess that's part of it, but there's so much else. In an age of desiccated puzzle stories, Maniac puts emotions first, even at the risk of sentimentality. Queer Eye. The nicest, kindest critique of toxic masculinity imaginable. 5 queer guys give a makeover to a few people's current lifestyle. The makeovers aren't only about new clothes and a haircut, they're about men waking up to a new sense of self and a new participation in their own lives. Please sit with a box of tissues while watching this one. Sacred Games. It's a story in the criminal underbelly of Mumbai, coiled like a labyrinth. The criminal mastermind toys with cop trick is old hat, but the series injects it with a neo-noir flair, weds it to a fresh, intoxicating setting. Umbrella Academy. It is a superhero dramedy based on a comic book created by Gerard Way, the lead singer of My Chemical Romance. Its characters dancing to I Think We Are Alone Now is one of the best scenes in the history of TV shows, and the soundtrack slaps. With great character development, Tarantino-esque action scenes, Anderson-esque cinematography, and amazing performances, Umbrella Academy is a binge watcher's dream. Amazon Prime. Homecoming. Homecoming revolves around a psychologist caught up in a complicated government program that experiments with a new method of treating PTSD on recent veterans. As much as it is suspenseful and old-fashioned, it is also insightful, heartfelt, devastating and uplifting, much like another classic, Sinner. Jack Ryan. John Krasinski fulfills the call of duty in this well-crafted version of the classic CIA thriller, knowing exactly what it wants to be and mostly quite successful at it. The production makes good use of international locations and the writing plus editing is thorough. Forever. Forever is a funny, poignant and even surreal exploration into the power of love and the strength of long-term commitment. Is stifling companionship better than stark loneliness? Is safe routine preferable to risky uncertainty? Is marriage heaven or hell? Watch to find out. Manifest. Not any show has matched up to the level of Lost, but Manifest is one of those intriguing high-concept sci-fi premises that tries and succeeds mostly. Taking inspiration from the real-life missing Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 incident, Manifest revolves around a return flight from Montego Bay, Jamaica to New York City. While the people on the flight only flew a few hours with extreme turbulence, some way, somehow, 5 years passed with their friends and family mourning their supposed deaths. Hulu. Though Hulu lags behind Netflix in terms of its original series output, it does have one thing in the streaming giant, an Emmy for Best Drama Series, The Handmaid's Tale. Castle Rock. Though you may more commonly associate scares and shocks with fall and Halloween, Castle Rock has held down the genre fort through the thick of summer, and there are plenty of straightforward terror tricks scattered throughout the series which take Stephen King's works and throws them into a melting pot. The Looming Tower. This historical drama starring Jeff Daniels and Peter Sarsgaard charts the build-up to 9/11 as seen through the eyes of agents in both the FBI and CIA and gets you hooked from the get-go. 11/22/63. A clean, direct adaptation of Stephen King's novel in all the best ways. It immaculately recreates the era, but it's also, at its beating heart, an exquisite romance about sacrifice and the perils of optimism, a welcome age that revitalizes the time travel subgenre. Into the Dark. A horror anthology series that offers frightening and witty gothic tales like a tray of cobweb bonbons, making for a spooky Halloween treat. It's everything Hitchcock's TV work used to be: macabre, smirky, gaspingly gruesome, and amusingly amoral. Hard Sun. The end of the world is near, and we have 5 years left to cry in. This glossy apocalyptic thriller is so Moorish that, to quote Bowie, my brain hurt like a warehouse. But, the atmosphere of paranoia and threat is lightened by police banter in a rainbow array of British accents. The Bisexual. It follows the complications in a young woman's life when she leaves her girlfriend to explore men, reminding us that coming of age can happen repeatedly and at any age. Akawan creates robust enough characters to keep us compelled, so it's a queer woman's story written and directed by an actual queer woman. What a concept! Lastly, running behind is Hotstar Premium. It might lack the overall cachet of these three, but it's a streaming service worth shouting about. So, what are you waiting for? Just get binging!